Hello everybody and welcome back to Supermarket Simulator. So, since the last episode there has been the update. You will know about it, I'm sure, or 99% of you will. If you are not familiar with it, you might have seen my update video, or if you're not familiar with that, then yeah, there's been an update to the game and it has changed quite a few things. If you were playing with a modded supermarket, it has changed quite a lot of things because your supermarket basically became inaccessible. You could not use it. All of the stuff had gone, all of your shelving. If you tried to place new shelving in that particular supermarket as well, if you saved and reload, came back to the game, they were no longer there. It was completely gone. You couldn't do anything with it. I made a video of like a little bit of a workaround where you could edit your save file if that was you and you found yourself in that position to try and get back to the point where you were. Well, since then, there has been another mod come out called Furniture Fixer. And it fixes your furniture of your supermarket. So what it does, it basically resets your save, and all of the stuff that was on modded furniture or whatever, it just changes it to the furniture within the game and keeps hold of some of your stuff. Any stuff that it can't, it sells your stock, which is why we have a little bit more money than we did in the last episode. I think we've gained about £700 or £800, but we have got our supermarket. Our supermarket lives. Look at this. This is our supermarket. It lives. It is still here in all of its glory. Could not believe it. It actually worked. If you do download that mod, when you first load in, it seems like it's not worked. If you quit back out again, back to the main menu, so save it, come back to the main menu, and go back in again, and then this is what it does. So these shelves out here are the ones that were in my storage. So we had the storage expansion mod. These are the ones that were through the vortex. They were through the wall and up there. There's still a few hanging from the ceiling. We will go and retrieve those. But basically everything that you see outside is what was over here somewhere in this void. As you can see, some of it's still sticking through. But yeah, everything that you see was kind of out here. You could retrieve it by doing that, for example, with the photo mode. But yeah, that's basically retrieved it and put it outside for us. And then it's changed the palette mod, because obviously that's no longer working. So it's changed that and put the stuff on small shelves out here. So we might have to rejig some stuff. And I'm going to rejig some stuff anyway, because we have a lot of new shelving we can have a look at now. So we're going to go through all of that as well and change some stuff around. But I don't have to restart from scratch. We do have our supermarket. Now you might be thinking, well, why didn't you just restart from scratch anyway with all the new shelving, the customization options? You could realistically have restarted the series, start from day one again. The reason I haven't gone down that road is because that's kind of my end game plan for this. So as the updates come out and eventually as we approach a full release for this game, when it is fully done and it's, the only updates coming are either special ones or just bug fixes and things like that, when that happens, I do intend to restart and do a full series from scratch. But until that point comes, I'd kind of like to finish the one we're currently on, because we are quite close, actually. I think we need 5 more product licenses and a little bit more expansion or something. We're quite close to kind of finishing the game rather than start from scratch. I'd like to finish it, and then when I do start from scratch, that will be on a fully updated game in the future somewhere. Now, before I started playing today, I did go on Nexus Mod just to see what was going on, see what was going on over there. And Rackers has put some UK textures on. So we do have a few textures back. So the last episode, I had full UK textures. We had a full UK supermarket for the first time. It lasted for one episode, and then those textures no longer work because of the update. So we've had to generally go back to normal. But yeah, today I managed to get some textures. So we do have a few textures surrounding us here and there. I need to move some stuff around because I think we had some cake. Well, we did have some cake here. In this particular texture pack, that is now Yorkshire pudding mix. So that probably needs moving away from the cake. That's fine because we do have some quality streets on this aisle, which we can move over, and some other cake here as well, and some soup. So we'll probably shift some stuff around as time goes on, but we've got a few real products to look at. Most things are in their kind of rightful place. So I think it's because that before with the textures, I'd changed textures of different products than it was supposed to be. So some things are in the wrong place, but you will see some recognizable brands in places. And yeah, we'll see how that continues. But for now, at least we have some to look at. Yeah, the supermarket is generally as was, other than the textures now, which is good. So the plan going forward, well, we need to move all of these inside. You'll notice we've got no restockers at the moment. They did kind of freak out on me when I loaded in the save, because they were like halfway doing something. So one of them would walk over here and then he'd just stop because he was confused. The others would then get confused because I think there's a few products on the floor here, and they would come here and they'd be like, what on earth is going on here? Possibly because this shelving was in the way, I don't know. I have played a little bit of a completely unmodded game, and the restockers can be a bit hit and miss. Their pathing issues appear to be a little bit worse than they used to be. And I've read in the discussions on Steam in the community, and a lot of people are saying the same thing. And it's affecting people who don't use mods as well as people who have used mods. So I think it is just a pathing issue in the game. Watch out for that. However, what we need to do is we need to move some of this stuff inside. The mod gives you the fully updated or fully sized storeroom to enable you to fit basically all of your stuff in. Let's go and retrieve these. So we should, once I get all of these back down again, we should be able to get our restockers back, and hopefully they'll work just fine. We reached that. Ooh, yes, we can. But yeah, so we need to rearrange in here. But we do actually have, it's quite nice, our supermarket back. Let's just reset that camera because it's gone a bit slow. There we go. Back outside. I'll put these in. So the plan going forward, though, is you'll notice obviously we have no customization going on. So we're going to use the in-game customization. So we're going to add some color and some new flooring to our supermarket. So that's going to be like one of the first things we do. Do we want everything on that back wall? Probably, don't we? Might as well do it. I've no idea what order the storage is in, but that's kind of what we were struggling with before the update, wasn't it? Everything was in a bit of a mess, and it will now probably be in a mess that will never get resolved because I've got no idea what shelving belongs where. Particularly with some of them are real products, some of them aren't. So yeah, some of them have gone back to their baseline products, so that could be a completely different thing now. Let's do that. I think, as I said in the update video when we took a look at this, I think this room is too big. Well, it's not too big, but it's more than big enough now for your shelving. I think you can. There's not enough products in the game for the amount of shelving you can fit in here. So we shouldn't have any issues anymore with trying to squeeze stuff into our storeroom. And as you can see, I know we've got a lot of stuff outside, but we're not even going to touch the sides of this place, are we? Okay, so I think if we kind of put a row in the middle, I mean, we can keep this row here, I guess, but I'm going to move it slightly because we've got more room now. Let's have a bit of a bigger way through there. It seems a bit squeezed. No, put that down. Yeah, That's a bit tight here maybe, but that'll be fine. Let's put these racks along here. I am going to use some of the new shelving. It's going to be an ongoing project because obviously we've only got 11,500 in the bank. So we're not sort of that flush with cash that we can just go and change everything. So I'm going to change things piece by piece. So we'll probably do one set of shelving at a time. So maybe that aisle or something. And we'll change it into whatever color we want, which might be the same. It might be the existing white. I don't know. We'll see what color we go with the store. But we'll look to change bits as we go. Obviously, we need to change the potatoes outside. They don't look too bad on that small rack, do they? But it's kind of like the half one, but I don't know. I might have a look to see what color options we have for one of those kind of center units where it can be accessed on all sides. Maybe one of those outside might look okay. I don't know. We might just bring the potatoes back indoors. Maybe have a little bit of a store expansion, I should say. If we get a store expansion, then we'll have a little bit more room inside, and we could bring our potatoes back in and have them in a corner somewhere. Don't know. Undecided. I haven't played too much with the new update. I've seen things people are saying online. I think most people think it's positive, particularly people who weren't playing with mods, because obviously they, you know, for you, it's a big improvement being able to have your restockers, you know, go outside and grab the boxes for you and things like that. It's a massive improvement. And it's a big quality of life update. I think a few people were disappointed that some of the pathing issues had sort of remained. And there was no way of pausing the restockers, which I still have that mod enabled and it seems to work, but we shall see. Yeah, so there are a few things I think people were hoping for that didn't quite make it, but I'm sure they'll come. You know, you can't have everything all of the time. It does take a while sometimes to put these things together, so. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the update? Did it go far enough for you? Were you hoping for more? Let's see. Should probably do with another aisle here, couldn't we? So maybe about there somewhere. See what I mean, though? I mean, ooh, we've got space there as well. Remember, these racks can also, you can buy the racks with the one added in height as well. So we've got plenty of, because we've not got all the product licenses, have we? But we've got most of them. I think there's probably about 10 or so products left to us to get. Maybe, well, maybe a few more, but not that many more. So this storeroom is, I'd say the storeroom's now fully fit for purpose. So that's the storeroom taken care of. The stock, thankfully, that was the main thing. I was so relieved that this mod worked, that put everything back where it used to be, was because it filled all the shelves for me, which was fantastic. Now I'm not sure if the restockers are going to pick these up off the floor or not. I know they do in the update. Well, this RDC restocker, by the way, also seems to be working. When I first came onto the game after the update, this wasn't working either. This works on all of saves as well, new saves and everything. This seems to work for me. I think you have to have things put in storage and then sometimes it triggers, but yeah, it seems to be working. So I'm still using it, so that's good, so we can see what we've got as well. But let's hire some restockers. Let's just hire one to start with, see what he does. Yeah, you see now he's got stuck. This is a problem that I have seen other people have who aren't using any mods and have never run a modded supermarket, and it's still happening for them. I think because these boxes were kind of already there, sort of left over, they seem to be having a few issues with it. Where does this go? See, this is the problem that I now have. I have no idea where this is supposed to go, so it's going to have go on there. That's all it can do. Smirnoff. Did have a place somewhere. Ah, there we go. That rack's full. We'll steal one from down there. Honeybees. No idea where this goes anymore. So unless we see it, I can't. It can go there. Yeah, so he's got stuck, hasn't he? So I think we're going to have to fire him. And then possibly rehire him. Let's fire him and rehire him. And let's see what happens this time. So he seems fine. Okay, so he seems okay. I think we can hire the others. Let's make sure he does his job properly. Okay, he seems fine. Let's hire some more. Yeah, I think that might be because those boxes were left over, so they were there on the floor before the update, so post-update. I think that's what's been freaking them out a little bit. I think if you make it through a few days and everything is now been refreshed since the update, I think the restockers will probably get better over time, but we shall see. Let's hire them all back again. Get to work, fellas. We have got a supermarket to run. Might leave the potatoes there for now. Let's work on some customization, shall we? So, store name. We need to change that back to the last resort. I suppose I could change the name now, but there we go. Last resort. So, let's change that like that. I do wish you could choose a font. Hopefully that'll come in future, rather than just the size. Text color. I don't know what the background color is going to be. Let's change that first. Be like a nice blue, maybe. And then if we change the color of the text, could go with a yellow. We could go with a yellow and blue theme. Well, let's go with that. Why not? Let's go with that entrance position. Now, I am tempted to move this now. I am tempted to move this because what I'm thinking of doing, I know we've got our layout already set, but if I moved it somewhere, so either here or there, so it's a little bit more central, we could have a couple more cashiers over this end. And it might just, I don't know, it might open up some dead space in the store, is what I'm thinking. Because, you know, over this end where I am, it's kind of dead area, really. And if we moved the entrance to there, and then he could come over here with us, it just fills in this dead area, and then we've maybe got, you know, a clearer walkway into the supermarket here, and then maybe we can put some other shelving and fridges and things like that. Because I want to get some of those little fridges for the end of each checkout as well. It just gives us a little bit more room here. So I think I might go ahead and do that, actually. So let's change the position. Got to watch our money because these things do cost a bit. So let's go with it. Okay. Pretty sure that's not moved, has it? We were charged for it, but that has not moved. That has not moved. I was charged, but that has not moved. Now, I don't know if that's because... Is it because these were in the way? Or is it because I'm not running a modded supermarket anymore, but this used to be a modded supermarket? Well, it still kind of is a modded supermarket, but... the conflicting mods have now been moved, but that's not moved my... Let's try one more time. Okay, now it's worked. Maybe they were in the way, who knows, but that's cost us double the price. We got ripped off there. That's cost us double price. Oh well, never mind. Let's keep these... that side or this side? Keep them this side. Might look to buy different ones, just for a different colour on there. And now we've got this bit of space here. I might sell this guy, switch him to a mirrored version, perhaps. And then we can serve people face to face over in this corner. So if I pick that up, box it up and sell it, and then we'll buy another one. Oh, hello, you just take up my till. Then we're going to buy a new one. So market furniture. We want the mirrored one. I wish you could change the color of these as well. Like everything else, you can change the color of now. Why can't you change the color of your checkouts? That seems like an oversight to me. Like, I'm pretty sure... I don't know because I don't build games, but I'm pretty sure if you got the ability to change the color of all of these, why haven't you done that before releasing the update? That seems weird. Because it seems like something people would want as well. Okay, so if we put this guy now over here, something like that, we can have like a double thing over here, and it just keeps this bit of floor space a bit clearer. He can come a bit closer to us. We can go a bit further back. Something like that. We can get in here. I think we can still get in here. Not quite, can we? That'll do us. Alright, so we're in there. He's in there. People come through here. It's a bit tight, but they don't care. And if we move this guy a little bit further over here, something like that, and we've now got this kind of free space. It's a shame we can't move the door to here, but we've got this bit of free space as people walk in. That's going to enable us to maybe put some shelving here or rejig this in future. But yeah, I don't mind that. That's not too bad. Unfortunately, he's on the wrong thing now. Can I get rid of you? I can hire them, but I can't. How do we get rid of this guy? How am I going to have to get rid of this guy? That's annoying. I mean, I could just switch them round, couldn't I? I suppose. No, actually, no, I can't. Go work over there, please. Actually, if I do that and box this up, then he'll go there. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we've still got our checkout. He's there. We've got a bit more floor space. I'll probably rejig that anyway, but yeah, for now, that'll do. So, let's have a look at some more customization options. So, paints and flooring. I think we'll have a look at the floor first, and then we'll probably do the paint as we go, because as we know from the update video, it's quite expensive, as is the flooring, but it's quite expensive to do, and we have got a reasonably big store. So, I'm thinking, I quite liked this one in the update video. I did quite like that one. I've not looked at this one. I really do wish you could buy a sample. You know, like, hey, here's £10. We'll give you 1 square or something to have a look at, just to see what you think, rather than £200. I like it, but I don't like it. I'm sure you can probably sell it, but let's go with this one. Because I do like this one. If I was to put that down, can I sell what's left in the box? Yeah, you can't even sell the box. So it's kind of like this or nothing. I think I am going to go with that, though, because I do quite like that. It's going to cost us an absolute fortune to kit the whole place out. But I will say, I do prefer it to the old floor we had. So we had like a modded floor before, which looked okay, but I think the in-game flooring is better. So it's going to take us a lot to do the whole section. I'm going to make a slightly different section as well, though. So I'm going to move the alcohol around at some point. So we're going to have maybe not this wooden floor, but maybe a wooden floor area or something for the alcohol. We're going to sort of section off the supermarket with different flooring, if possible. I'm going to buy another... It was these ones, wasn't it? I'm going to buy another... We'll spend 1,000. And then we need to... do you think we could open? Start earning some money while we're doing this? Let's open. I see the... throw the boxes anywhere it wants to throw them is still a thing. Now, that's not been addressed. I just wish they went further. That is, you know, $1,000. We're barely even going to scratch the surface, are we? Or £1,000, sorry. And well, more than £1,000. What, 1,200 overall? You know, and we're not even going to get... If we make it to the books, I'd be surprised. And if you ever want to change this one day, which, you know, after a little while, you feel like, yeah, I want to have a freshen up. I think it's too expensive. You know, I think the economy needs looking at in the game. Ooh, we've got a customer. 1 second, please. We did actually make it to the books then. There in a second. I thought that was a restocker. I thought a restocker was doing his shopping. Right, to tell him to get back to work. Annoyingly, you do have to place it under the shelving there. Okay, well that is all we can do with those. Okay, let's serve you. What do we want? 3 honeys and 2 coronas. Thank you. That will be 59. Oh no, sorry. Well, it's still a lot. It's £40. I suppose it could be Manuka honey. I read that, like I always do. I read that initially. I was thinking, wow. But, yeah, it wasn't that. So, thank you. 2 bags of potatoes, which we probably need to buy more of because we only have very limited stock of those now. Where are people going? Wait, what? Well, hang on a second. The customer pathing seems very weird. Very weird indeed. What are they doing? They're all walking around the whole supermarket again to find their way out. This pathing has gone completely wrong, hasn't it? £68.35. Thank you. Interesting. So let me know if you're playing this now without mods or on a new save if you've had any issues. 93.85. Uh, 152 and 79. Right, let's close. So the customer pathing then takes them All the way around the store. What? I'd be very interested. So if any of you are well, those of you who are not playing with mods, have you had these issues? Is it just because of the size of store? I've read the odd customer issue. Customers getting stuck, basically, is the common theme that I'm reading from other players. But, wow, they take such a detour around. Is it because... See, I don't know whether it's because this is a formerly heavily modded supermarket, or if it's because the layout, maybe these checkouts shouldn't be here. Maybe I should just have them all over here by the door. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But generally, apart from the pathing, everything seems to be working. So I'm pretty pleased on that front. Making some decent money. We better check the stock, though. We could do with some more Frosties. I'll have a couple of those. Have a couple more of those. A couple of those. Some more of those. Actually, I think we're going to need to buy quite a lot of stuff here. Alright, let's just buy those. I'm going to place these in storage and see if that still works. I've not actually tested that, and it does. So, that is a good thing. Not that it matters anymore, because the restockers will pick it up from outside, but saves them a job, I suppose. What else have we got then? Let's have a couple of those. A couple of those. A couple of those. A couple of those. Yeah, I think a couple of dog foods, and I think we're good to go. Right, that's another 2.5 grand. Right. Everything's got in, so that's good. The restockers are on it, so that's good as well. We've got about an hour left. The perma-day mod seems to still work as well, so I'm not dumping any frames because of the night and the lighting, etc. So that's good. These books are proving popular. Not as popular as my PlayStation games, but popular-ish. Yeah, everything's working well then, apart from the customer pathing, which is kind of weird. We've got a little bit of money though, haven't we? Now, I assume I probably can't buy any more floor if it goes to 9 o'clock. Let's have a look. Yeah, so that store's also closed. So you can't even customize your store and it's at night time. You have to wait for the day. Alright, well, I'm going to let these carry on. And then I think we'll call this episode. And the next one, as I say, we're going to start customizing as we go kind of thing. So I'm going to buy some new shelving in the next one. So maybe some new shelving for our potatoes. And then we'll start maybe changing the odd little bit here and there as we go. So we're going to come up with a colour that goes nicely with this floor as well for the walls. But obviously we're not going to do that in one go. It's going to take us probably 3 or 4 episodes to get this place decorated. But we need some more Andrex. Come on, fellas. Where's the Andrex? I think it's over here somewhere. It is over here. Oh, they were right on the job as well. Oh, you were too late. Well, they were on it then, at least. At least they were doing it. Yeah, so we'll decorate over the next few episodes. We'll try and get some the new shelving. We'll have a look at some different colours. I do want to have some of the new shelving. I think what I'm going to do is like the cheeses and stuff can be in one of those kind of open fridges. And we'll have like a section over here somewhere with those in, and then we'll maybe change some of the meats and things. The alcohol probably on a different shelving unit. I'm not entirely sure. We'll definitely put maybe the toilet rolls and stuff on some different shelving, because I don't think these really, they're not going to cut it, are they? The items are too big, so we need to be able to get more on there. Same with potatoes, so that'll be our first priority, and we'll see how we go. Ooh, We seem to have walked into your base. Sorry about that. Okay, what are we? Last few customers. One over there. One over there. One over there. Come on, please. It's time to close. Thank you for your business, but you take too long. We closed like 3 hours ago. It does matter as well, by the way. While I've been testing little bits out and having a little play around and testing which mods still work, which ones don't, I've just been ending the day by pressing enter and not caring. And you do lose those customers, despite whether they're in your store or whatever. You do lose. It doesn't simulate them or anything. You lose everybody. So if you don't stand around and wait, you lose out on quite a bit of money. So is she going to walk out of here or is she going to walk up there first? She walks out of here. Maybe it's our checkouts that are in the wrong place then. Or because we started the... I don't know if we opened, but because we started the day with the entrance over there, it's like just throw them completely. So maybe that will fix in the next episode. How did we do then? 102 customers. We made nearly 8,000. We spent quite a bit though on stock and flooring mainly. And it's given us a negative profit, but not too bad. Not too bad. Right, so sausages, ketchup, Tropicana. So Tropicana, I think it is this one. It can be $2.95. Sausages are over here somewhere, I believe. There they are. That can be $3.25. And Heinz ketchup. That can be $3.25 as well. Okay then, so I think that will do us. The restockers seem to be doing fine. They've not actually got lost or anything. They've not had too many problems. So I'm happy with those. The customers, I'm leaning towards that maybe our checkouts are the issue, but we'll see how it goes over the next few episodes. But the last resort has survived, and we do have our supermarket. We haven't had to completely restart from scratch. Really, the only thing that's changed is the fact we don't have our full products now, and we've got some new toys to play with. So actually, by waiting a week or so between episodes, or a couple of weeks, it's kind of worked in our favor, and it's kind of worked out in the end. So we'll keep going, and we'll see what we can do in the next episode. If you have enjoyed this one, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you for another video very soon.